Breaking news. The investigative journalist who definitely brought up the documentary analysis explaining the massive wealth that First Lady and the husband have acquired in the Gambia, bro have finally spoken. Now, I want you to understand one thing. I'm going to play the full video for you. This came as a result of the allegations that have been going on the guy saying he was sent by Kwedu Holden just to tarnish the image of First Lady. In fact, just to distract her or keep her mouth shut and joining the people of Kono. But what this guy said will shock you. And here is something I want us to understand. That Sierra Leone, we really need for prayer, because this is a time I am saying, you know what is painful, yeah? What is painful is when you think, say, you don't reach, but you don't reach it. With President Bio, Sierra Leoneans thought that we have finally arrived. Not knowing that the journey have not even begun. Now, before I play the video, if you're watching for the first time, please share this video. Let me just read the publications here that are made towards this particular post by Sarah Loaded. Then I'll play the video for you. They say, in a recent social media video produced by the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCC, RP, renowned investigative journalist Joseph Skadilk shares his compelling behind-the-scenes journey that culminated in the exposure of Sierra Leone First Lady Madam Fatima Bio and her accusation of luxury mansion in Gambia. You see, at the outset of the video, Sadrick reflects on his extensive career as a journalist dedicated to uncovering corruption across various sectors. He notes that the investigation began early last year during a phone conversation with a friend in Gambia. Among the topic they discussed, Sadrick inquired about rumors regarding the First Lady purchase of multiple properties in the country. My friend told me he hadn't heard anything about it, Sadrick recounted. However, a few months later, his friend reached out again with intriguing news, and I just saw a crowd welcoming the First Lady of Sierra Leone upon her arrival in Gambia. He said, following the crowd, he discovered that they were headed to a luxury villa where both the President and the First Lady entered. Curious, he asked local residents about the situation, and they informed him that the First Lady was indeed the owner of that villa, as well as another substantial properties nearby. This revelation sparked Sadlick's determination to investigate furthermore, promoting him to travel to Gambia to pursue what he recognized as significant lead. He dedicated nearly a year to the investigation, meticulously gathering evidence that includes sales documents for the properties in question, which either listed the First Lady's name or that of her family members, as well as tax records and land ownership documentation. To ensure the credibility of his finding, Skadilk emphasized that his story underwent rigorous scrutiny, being reviewed by 5 independent editors and subjected to thorough fact-checking processes. The commitment of journalistic integrity underscores the importance of accountability in reporting on issues of corruption and governance. He stated that every claim presented in the story was meticulously examined. He emphasized that First Lady assertion that he was sent by Kwedu Holding Limited was particularly weak, especially considering the narrative began long and dispute across between her and the mining company. At the conclusion of the video, Sadly pointed out that First Lady has not denied ownership of the properties in question, nor has she provided any clarification regarding the source of the funds used by the accusation. I find it significant. That means, in quotation, what he was saying now. I find it difficult that the First Lady has not definitely denied owning these properties, and she has yet to explain the origin of the funds used to purchase them, he concluded. But it seems a whole lot is going to happen here. Just watch the video and then we'll be right back.
I'm a journalist and I've been reporting from West Africa for over 2 years, covering political issues, economic issues, environmental issues, rights abuses in the mining sector, and conducting investigations into various types of crime and corruption. Early last year, I was on a call with a friend of mine from the Gambia, and among many other things, I asked him whether he heard anything about the First Lady of Sierra Leone buying houses in the Gambia. He told me he didn't. But a couple of months later, he called me, "I've just seen a crowd welcoming the President of Sierra Leone and the First Lady after they arrived in the Gambia." So he followed the crowd and the crowd proceeded to a luxury villa and the President and the First Lady entered. So he asked the neighbors what was going on and they told him that the First Lady was the owner and then she also owned another massive villa around the corner. So I thought this was an interesting lead, decided to take the risk, came to the Gambia to find out more. The story took me almost a year to finish and its findings are supported by sales documents. That's for the purchases of specific properties, showing either the First Lady's name or the names of her family members. There are also tax records, land ownership records, and the story was read and reviewed by 5 different editors independently of each other, and also subjected to relentless and merciless fact check, where every single claim made in the story was thoroughly examined. The First Lady's claim that I was sent to investigate her by Koido Limited was a super weak response, especially given the fact that the story was started way before she had any dispute with the mining company. What I think is notable here is that the First Lady has never decisively denied owning the properties, and she's also yet to explain where the money came from.
After watching the video, it's so interesting that journalists like this, they have organizations who can fund their trip in investigation issues critically. Remember when you guys told me that I myself, I'm in Gambia, I should investigate. This thing involves finance, it involves connection, it involves a lot of things. It's not just what you think how easy it is. Anybody that is well known in society that has a say, when you want to secretly investigate those people, I have to say you should not worry about anything in terms of welfare. Well, I probably want to, but you guys won't give me the money. Will you give me the money? Because if I to say now I want to go in a shadow mood for 2 months or 6 months, who do you think should be giving me money to eat? My money. When it is all that have a problem in Sierra Leone. Some of you. So, madam, back to the point. You have said, I saw your post. There's nothing they can do to shut you up. They cannot just be going taking random pictures of properties without showing evidence, no problem. The guy have challenged you now. You understand? The guy have challenged you. And after challenging you, you understand? He said you have not denied that you are not the owner of those properties. You have not presented evidence as they say they are lying. Deny it because it's like from what this guy is saying, he has evidence. So we are waiting. Are you the owner of the properties? Or you get 1 day or 2, let we know. You know, remember, we will still talk for you before you understand. Let us know whether you are the owner or not. You're welcome. And I will see you in the next video. When will they say that country? Politician, no politician, no day when they believe that country. All of them are thieves. Because the confidence with President Bioki Sierra Leone, if he can still frustrate me, guy. We will say APC and Nyanyako checkbacks and Bomakboys, let them get out, let them this Tolombo no go see lawyer. Ha! If we know get Tolombo then small kakama for let them continue the work. You understand? I will see you in the next video.